we're out here. It's Monday. You guys didn't get a vlog last week. But Kristen and I are at City Walk in Universal. We're gonna get dinner with some friends. Say hello.
Hi.
I'm sitting here in my office at work, and I just have to say, I saw Dune 2 this weekend, and I can't get it out of my head. I went on Sunday after church because I just watched the first Dune, I think like a week before. The first one blew my mind. It was crazy. I don't know why it took me so long to watch this movie, but it was so freaking good. And so Sunday, Kristen was with friends at Universal, and so after church, I went to the theater. Not even an IMAX theater. It's a little theater here in the Villages. I saw Dune Part 2, and I couldn't take my jaw off the floor. My mind was absolutely blown by this movie. The visuals, the story, the amount of cinematic magic that was happening during this movie, and the soundtrack. Like I said, I wasn't in an IMAX theater, and I felt so engulfed in the movie with the visuals and the music that, like, I thought I was on Arrakis. And I don't know how else to explain it. And I know people are like, oh yeah, of course it's the greatest movie you've ever seen. Like, people say that all the time. Like, Star Wars is my favorite franchise of movies. I grew up with those movies. I love Star Wars so much. But not in a long, long time has anything new Star Wars done to me what Dune did to me this weekend. And I saw jokes and memes about people saying, like, this must have been what it was like when our parents walked out of the movie theater in 1977 when they saw A New Hope. This must have been how they felt. Because I cannot stop thinking about this movie. I've had the soundtrack on blast the past few days. And now, tomorrow, I don't know when I'm going, but I'm buying an IMAX ticket, and I'm going into Orlando, and I'm gonna watch it in IMAX. Because it was that good. So I'm gonna go see it again. And there's a possibility I'll see it again after that. And again. This movie has rocked my world. And if you have not seen it yet, you have to go see this movie. And that's the only thing I know how to vlog, or that's the only thing I know what to vlog today, because I can't get my mind off of it. So, do yourself a favor. Go see Dune 2. If you haven't seen Dune Part 1, watch it. And then go watch Dune Part 2. And tell me I'm wrong. Because I can't find anything wrong with the movie. It's that good. Good morning. It is Thursday, and it's Thursday morning. I think it's like 9 something. I don't normally stay in bed this long, but decided to stay in bed this long. Exciting thing that is on the plan for today is I'm driving into Orlando, and I'm going to see Dune Part 2 again, but this time I'm seeing it in a much nicer theater. I did a lot of research in our area, and unfortunately, there's not, there's IMAX theaters in the area, but from what I've read in the reviews, especially in the Central Florida area, like Orlando and all that, the IMAX theaters here are just like glorified bigger screens. They have really old projectors, and some of the bigger screen IMAXs have like tears and rips in their screens, and I'm not paying IMAX money to go see a movie that I could see on a fixed screen here in town. So I'm still going into Orlando. I decided to opt in for the Dolby Digital experience, which is still way better than what I saw it in a couple days ago. So I'm really excited about that and hearing it. It's going to be at the Disney Springs AMC. So I'll be at Disney Springs today as well, maybe get some footage while I'm there. And everybody I talked to and asked opinions of online was like, yeah, just don't worry about trying to do IMAX in Orlando. It's not worth it. If you're going to see something, you might as well just hit up the AMC theater and make sure it's in the Dolby Digital. So that's what I'm doing. Excited to see it on a bigger screen, a louder theater, and really get immersed in the experience. I wanted to see Dune on 70 millimeter, which is like the IMAX experience, but there's only one IMAX that is truly 70 millimeter in the screen size and everything in the state of Florida. I think it's in St. Augustine, but they're not showing Dune. There's only like 12 theaters in the world that got a copy of the 70 millimeter, and I think the closest one here is a few hours away, and unfortunately, and when I say a few, I think it's like Atlanta, and I'm not gonna drive 6 hours to go see it. So I wish the one in St. Augustine got a copy, and who knows, the demand's been so high this week and the money has been crazy. Like, they've earned so much money so far that they might do a re-release later in the future, because I think they did that with Oppenheimer. But like, Oppenheimer was on like 30 screens with 70 mil. So I'm really hoping they give us a copy of the 70 mil of Dune Part 2 and take it to St. Augustine, because then if it does happen, I'm going. But yeah, excited about the Dolby experience today. And got some studio time I gotta do as well this morning, so yeah, just stick around.
Yeah, nobody would ever look in there because it's obvious. Not clever.
I've got the key in my pocket. You won't leave me and take her down. She can go down.
Okay, I just got out of the theater seeing Dune Part 2 again, and it was absolutely phenomenal. I even teared up there at the end. It's been a bit since I've been able to do that, so it was wonderful. The theater here at Disney Springs is a Dolby Digital screen with a Dolby Atmos sound system, and it was beyond extraordinary. So if you haven't had a chance to go see it, go see it. It is 100% the money, worth the money and the time. And yeah, I haven't had a movie like this in a very, very long time. So walking through Disney Springs now, and gonna head back to the house here soon. The guy at, I just already forgot his name, but the guy working at Sunshine Churro near the big hot air balloon, he saw my shirt. It says Churros Forever, and the guy just gave me a free churro. He said he had a goal today that anybody that had churro merchandise on, he was giving it to free. Now, I'm not eating sugar right now, but this is a time to be able to have. It's been many days since I've had any sweets, so time to indulge in a churro. Also, hot take. This might be blasphemous, but I've been saying this for a few months now. Sunshine Churros is top tier in comparison to the Disney churros. Sorry, Disney, you gotta step up your game on that one. The churros are stale and not as good as these suckers. These things are delicious.